The carnival of cricket is set to begin in India from tomorrow. The Indian Premier League is back with its 16th edition. Hardik Pandya's Gujarat Titan won the title last year. Who is going to win it this year? That's what we are going to discuss in this live. Hello and welcome. You have tuned into WION Sports Xtra. I am Nikhil Mathur, and as always, I'm joined by my editor Digvay Singh Deo and by my colleague Vidur Kathuria.
Before you start, should we do the IPL horn? Ta 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 ta. That's the way to start.
Yeah. So, Gujarat Titans 2022 champions will take on Chennai Super Kings 2021 champions. Do you think that these are the teams that are going to reach the playoffs?
Well, at the start of an IPL, difficult to say because there are so many changes that are now happening. We with the groups, how the way they are stacked, that if you're in a certain group, you're going to play the other group's team twice, and your own teams in your group, you're going to play once. I think while we're putting the question out, and we want you to sort of join in as well and tell us what you think, I think it's just don't know what's going on, what will happen. You don't know how teams are going to gel. Obviously, last year was the big auction, and then players have been retained, teams have sort of gone and made changes as well. But I think when you start off an IPL, then you know the usual suspects. I think you would say that the Gujarat, who have won last time, they're in the hunt. You can never root Chennai out. You can never rule Mumbai out. The Delhi Capitals, under Ponting's leadership, have always been in there. KKR are a team which hasn't got there in the last couple of years, but they're also a team which can do a lot. And then, especially now that you're playing home and away, then home conditions come in, a lot could happen. But I think the usual suspects is Rajasthan Royals. A lot of people, including Michael Vaughan, saying today that he expects them to sort of win. So anything can happen.
Well, I think, as Digvijay said, it's very tough to call at the beginning of the IPL season. Who would have thought Gujarat Titans would have won?
Two new franchises, they won the playoffs.
Exactly. Who would have thought they would have won?
Sorry, I think Bangalore are a good team.
Yeah. Bangalore.
They always are a good team, but
they have reached the playoffs in the last 3 times, and they have a very, very strong squad, very strong batting unit, and new captain in Faf du Plessis. He was there last year. Yeah. So, I think that even if you look at Chennai, they had a very poor season in 2020, I remember. And they bounced back.
2 or 3 games?
And they bounced back and won the title in 2021. And so...
Dhoni's last season probably this time?
I think he definitely wants to finish on a high. He had that opportunity in 2021. Obviously, everyone thought that he wanted to finish in India, but obviously he couldn't win it last time. So I think
Chennai. I think he wants to finish in Chennai.
Yeah.
Thala.
Exactly. Whenever even when he comes out to bat, it's for practice.
Yeah, those videos are going viral.
It's just sensational.
But you studied in Chennai, didn't you?
Yeah, for a year.
You were there in Chennai for a year.
Yeah.
And it's very rare to have somebody from the sort of Hindi hinterland have that much of an impact. So, where is this connection coming from?
It's a special relationship that Chennai has with Dhoni, and of course the franchise itself. And because of the way he has led the franchise, and because of the success that they've had with Dhoni, there is just a connect that he has. And obviously they're very passionate about their cricket in Chennai, just like in Bangalore. And the fact that they see MS Dhoni as one of their own.
Yeah.
But do you think, since we're on Chennai, let's go team-wise. So looking at their team, who are the standout players? I mean, I think Moeen Ali is again going to play a big role, but Stokes only as a batter. They've paid a lot of money for him, but he can't bowl.
Probably he will bowl in the later stage. He's still recovering from an injury. They have good all-rounders, like, as you mentioned, Stokes, Ali, Ravindra Jadeja, and Dhoni, and Conway at the top.
Santner
can also. But the only problem I feel in a longer run with Chennai is their age. Their average age is 32. They are the oldest in terms of age. They're the oldest team. Maybe they will do well in this season, but what next? Because clearly there's no mega auction coming up. So for future, I think it is going to be a problem. Who are the young talents that are coming up? Probably
they back Ruturaj Gaikwad.
They did back, but the current squad, the age is 31, 32. So I think they will do well this season. But after that, when these players retire, when Dhoni
doesn't understand that. He says he always backs someone like a Dwayne Bravo.
Yeah.
So I don't think age matters. I think they believe that in a 20-over format, a 20-over format is like You just need to be not even close to 100% on that day.
Obviously, there will come a time where they will need a complete squad overhaul, but I don't think they're looking that long term. I just think they're happy to have MS Dhoni as long as he is part of the franchise and whatever.
Brand Dhoni as well,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And as long as he's there, he calls the shots, and
So,
they will go with.
I think it's
whatever he
safe to say that we all agree that they are going to reach the playoffs. Chennai is one team that we
I
see.
won't say they will reach the playoffs. I'm just saying it's too early to see what combinations they play. Because you look at their squad, does it give you that same sense like a Bangalore or a Bombay have? Who are the impact players? Who are your match winners? Nothing stands out that way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, you look at, say, Rajasthan Royals, they have the butlers of the world, and Joe Root is an addition. You never know how much he's going to play, but for someone to come in there, and then you have to obviously talk about this changes. What will actually work well, and it's actually, this could come down to the captains this time.
Yeah.
How you use that impact player, when you use the impact player, what are the combinations you go in at the toss, because remember, at the toss, you don't have to declare your team there. You can declare your team after winning the toss. So say I am Chennai, I am playing at home. I don't win the toss, then I can decide, I'll go with an extra batter. Or if you think that the wicket's going to be spinning, go with 3 spinners on that low track. Especially even Hyderabad have that thing, right?
So
that stadium has always been a very low scoring.
So essentially, I think you will have captains will go in with 2 team sheets.
Yeah.
One when they win the toss, or if they lose it, they're batting first or bowling first. So that's very, very interesting. And the fact that you can have an impact player, which obviously we will discuss in detail, it just changes the combinations and the decisions that teams have to make. Because at one point, only 4 overseas players can be playing.
Yeah.
So you
But Vidur, you could then have a situation where you don't go in with 4 overseas.
Yeah,
You go with 3.
You go with 3, and suppose
then
you've got 40 to win at the last 3 overs, and that day Andre Russell isn't playing. You say, you know what, I'm benching someone, Russell, go in and finish the game. That could happen. So this tactical flexibility is where Dhoni is very good at.
Yeah.
This is what will probably be in his favor. See, the tactical captains, I think they missed a trick. KKR missed a trick by not going for someone more experienced. I think in a situation like this, look at Australia, David Warner. Delhi have gone for David Warner. Again, a good cricketing brain. South Africa's former captain, Faf, is the captain over there. Pandya, Rohit Sharma, these are all they know how to lead their teams, That's why I think that this year, the captains are going to play a big role.
Yeah. So Sanjeev Sinha is asking WPI impact. I think the impact player, we just discussed that what's going to be the impact of the impact player. And as you were saying about, and again he's asked, will WPL have an impact on IPL?
No, I think it just served as a teaser. I think it's very unfair to compare both the formats.
WPL is in its first
WPL was
season.
a great success, and I think so would be IPL.
But I think the IPL has set the benchmark. Today, if you see the mushrooming of leagues all over the world, it's because of the IPL.
Yeah.
So technically, the IPL led to the Big Bash. Then you had
PSL.
England had the T20 league. Then they had to adapt and get the 100 in. You now have leagues in South Africa. There's one coming up in the US. The Caribbean
Pakistan.
Premier League is there. PSL is there. The Dubai T20 just happened. So the IPL has set the benchmark and everyone's following through. And to understand the impact of the IPL on the WPL, we can say, because till last year, we had all the matches being played in Mumbai and Pune because of the COVID situation. But now you're back to home and away. That's not happening in the WPL. And that's what Talia Magra and Jess Jonathan told me when I spoke to them last week, that perhaps in season 2, we have these home and away games as well.
Okay, a user called Maverick is saying RCB will win. Definitely, RCB have a great squad. On paper, they look amazing.
But that's people have been saying.
But let's look what they have. Faf du Plessis captain
So they'll
plays, Virat Kohli plays,
2 openers.
Maxwell plays, Dinesh Karthik plays,
Rajat Patidar plays.
I think they have this decent support cast in Finn Allen. Wanindu Hasaranga is the Sri Lankan
all-rounder.
He can be
the impact player. Exactly.
This Siraj will probably play. You're looking at
Hazelwood is expected to miss the first part of the IPL.
Harshal Patel plays.
Harshal Patel plays.
So again, their core is very strong. And they have a sense of continuity there.
But I think they don't have good bowlers too. Harshal Patel is there, but
Harshal Patel had a great season. Was it?
And
20?
the stadium that Bangalore plays is a very, it's a nightmare for bowlers. Yuzvendra Chahal did really well being a spinner, but again, that I think going to be a problem for them.
Okay, anything else? Or we'll go to the next team. Let's look at Knight Riders. Nitish Rana as captain. What do you make of that? Okay, let's put it the other way. Who could have been the captain? Their choice was Sunil Narayan or him.
I think this is Chandrakant Patil's call. I think there were this reports that he is going to control everything by keeping Nitish Rana there. Chandrakant Patil has had great success in domestic tournaments.
You know who I thought would have been a good captain there?
Maybe Saudi.
No, Shakib. I thought they missed a trick. I think Shakib, because Shakib's played there before.
Yeah.
And
Captain.
other side of the border, but still a Bengali. No, it's true.
Yeah.
And Shakib's had great success with the Knight Riders, and he's in good form as well. In the recent series, took a lot of wickets in that game against Ireland.
Shakib is a great asset for any T20 team. So,
but are they looking at, does Andre Russell play every match? Does Sunil Narayan play every match? Does Saudi play every match? No, I think that they're looking at who plays every match for them. Rana plays.
I think Sunil Narayan should play every match. I'm not too sure about Andre Russell. But he, again, as we discussed, can be that impact player. That's someone who can bring on. And of course, then you have to decide your three players. I mean, you can obviously go with four, but you will definitely go with three foreigners. So who do they go with? I think
They go with
Sunil Narayan, I think.
Narayan for sure. I think
Lockie Ferguson.
Lockie Ferguson has been good for them. He was bowling 150 odd last time, right? He and Umran Malik were having that.
Yeah.
And Nortje.
And Shakib.
Probably Shakib.
Yeah.
I think Shakib plays out of 14 if he's fit. I think Shakib plays at least 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Because again, all-rounder, right?
Yeah.
And if the innings doesn't start off too well, you have Shakib coming in at 4, seeing off a couple of things. He can accelerate if he wants. And they always have the option of Sunil Narayan. Though I think it shouldn't be every game. I think people have studied him out.
Yeah.
It used to be certain.
So next team,
only.
Lucknow Super Giants. KL Rahul. Finally, he can get back to scoring. He had a great season last time.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think?
It's a good team.
Yeah.
The franchise had a very good first season. I mean, and
But look at the players they have, okay? You looking at Rahul, Manan Vora, Quinton de Kock in amazing
Sensational
form.
Yeah.
Stoinis, who's an out and out for me. He's like the first
Great
name
finisher.
on that team sheet. Marcus Stoinis plays, okay? Then you have Deepak Hooda, who I think will play every game. The way Kyle Myers and all were batting in this recent series, whenever they are free and they join, they're going to play. There's Puran.
another game changer,
Romano
Nicholas
Shepherd,
Puran.
yesterday. That
He
innings
smoked
which he played,
the ball all over the
smoked
park.
it. Unadkat plays every game, okay? And I think they've got firepower. They've got firepower.
So let's there four for obviously. I think De Kock plays every game. Stoinis. Then I think they go with Puran. Puran will also probably.
Puran, yeah. And if they want sheer pace, Mark Wood.
Mark Wood, yeah.
But look at the options. They've got Romario Shepherd, Daniel Sams, and Mark Wood. Okay, Kunal Pandya, I think, plays every game.
Yeah, Kunal Pandya, he played all the games last season. I think he's probably the
I think
first
we're
one.
forgetting one thing. When you look at the IPL, you also have to remember that there's 7 Indian players over there.
If the Indian core is
Ultimately,
strong.
your Indian core has to deliver.
Absolutely, yeah. And now they'll get more, Indian players will get more opportunities because of the impact player rule.
And also, I think the BCCI will not officially say it, but they are going to rest. They will rest.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't see KL Rahul playing all 14 games.
Yeah, same with Rohit, Virat,
Especially
everyone
those
else.
who are going to go and play the World Test Championships. That's the important factor. That's why it's too early right now to sort of tell you or predict who's going where. Just sort of go with the big name. Next team.
There's a comment by Dev Raja. He's saying, cannot say who will win. Who will not win is the real question. I mean, two ends of the same side.
Chennai Super Kings. Okay, no, I think going to get hammered on social media if you say that.
Let's take a look at Mumbai Indians.
Mumbai Indians. There are reports that Rohit may not play. Like we were discussing, he may not play all the games, keeping in mind.
I'm really interested to see how Jofra Archer comes back.
Yeah.
Because there's something about sheer pace, I mean, the last couple of IPLs, we've seen the sheer pace. I mentioned Nortje. And Archer can really crank up that volume.
And he can hit those.
Yeah, Rajasthan. Played. Oh, there was some really superb hitting. Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan. Then there is Jewel Brewis.
David Brewis, who is one of the most exciting batters
The
in the game.
baby AB de Villiers.
I think Green is a big player for them.
100%.
Cam Green's a big player for them.
Yeah.
I think Cam Green for them and Mitchell Marsh for Delhi, big players for them.
And Tim David and they have firepower, and
Of course, Jasprit Bumrah will be a big miss.
will be a big miss. Yeah.
Is their bowling sort of short?
Yeah,
I think that's the question that was asked yesterday to Boucher as well as to Rohit Sharma. I think the bowling with Mumbai, okay, you have the Archer question is sorted. And then who?
But do you think Arjun Tendulkar will get a game this
I was
season?
going to ask
Should
that.
get a game.
Because he's done decently in the T20 tournaments. He's been a part of Mumbai
Can
Indians.
get a look in. I think
100 on debut like his father.
Yeah,
Goa.
yeah.
Yeah.
Goa.
They have Jason Behrendorff,
Behrendorff, yeah.
so he can also get a game.
Yeah, but
So
just all the look of this system.
Yeah, bowling is a
Mumbai,
concern. Bowling is a
you're
concern for
wondering
them.
what's going on. But
Their
then
batting, they have
Boucher and
firepower.
Rohit Sharma, wily customers. They're sort of wise heads. They
Yeah.
probably know what is their best option. So as I'm saying, we need to see a couple of games to understand how that plays out. Okay, have you spoken about Bangalore? Not
Yeah,
yet.
Bangalore we done.
Kolkata, yes. Punjab Kings. Let's talk about the Punjab Kings.
Shikhar Dhawan.
Gabbar is back. What do you think?
I mean, I
It's a
think
team which is always in transition mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the most expensive player in Sam Curran, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
yes.
Sam Curran's there.
Yeah.
And Rabada. I think Rabada is a good addition.
Yeah, 100%. He adds that firepower to their bowling unit. Plus, they have. I think Shikhar Dhawan is a safe choice as captain. He's obviously extremely experienced. They've got Liam Livingstone, who's
Livingstone's
a very good T20 player. He can do it with the ball as well as the bat.
Arshdeep has been phenomenal.
He can make the difference. Sam Curran. So they're match winners there.
And the
Definitely.
Australian who did very well in India, Nathan Ellis is there as
Yes,
well.
yes.
There's Rahul Chahar as well. So, I mean, you're looking at Curran playing almost every game.
Oh yeah.
And remember Curran playing for even Chennai Super
Chennai,
Kings.
he
was
yeah,
very good with
He
the
was
bat
very
as well.
good with the bat, with the ball. He was leading wicket.
They even sent him up the order at
Yeah,
times. He can hit there.
And he was among the top wicket takers that season.
And they have Shah Rukh Khan.
Yes.
To hit.
Another
Shah Rukh Khan.
with a
to
good
hit.
domestic season.
But the interesting one is Bhanuka Rajapakse.
Yes. In fact, the Sri Lankan players, all of them can make a huge impact. So can Hasananga. So
The Asian champions, yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Have you spoken to Rajasthan Royals yet? No. Rajasthan Royals.
The finalist of last season, led by Sanju Samson.
There's always nowadays, because of their social media handles and the way they do that. So there's always a lot of interest around them, and of course they have arguably the best T20 white ball batter in the game, Josh
Butler.
And the best white ball bowler in the game today, Adam Zampa.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
Yeah.
But he may or may not get a game. I think they've
No,
top.
I think Zampa plays.
No, so
Ashwin
But-
plays
foreign players, Butler, sure shot.
for sure.
Okay.
Butler,
They will.
Yeah.
They will. Jason Trent Bolt plays.
Plays.
They will go for Shimron Hetmaya because he almost played every match last season.
I'll refer with you. Instead of Hetmeyer,
You'll
they
put-
could go with Holden. I think if I'm in a team, and I don't play cricket. Only play book cricket and probably in school. But for me, even the time when he wasn't getting a game for Sunrisers, they made a mistake and they realized it. Jason Holder is a match winner either way. Jason Holder plays for me every game.
I think they don't have a
Whenever he's available.
Yeah. Another interesting person to look at is Joe Root. Joe Root is part of the Rajasthan Royals squad.
playing the IPL for the first
Okay,
time.
Sandeep Sharma plays. At least 8 games in a season he plays. He gets the ball to swing. He's always sort of bowls out. They usually bowl him out in that power play. And
But he wasn't picked in the auction. He's a late replacement for Prasidh Krishna.
Yeah. So I think
Seni's fallen on the pace. Seni was doing well for Bangalore at one point of time, but then he's fallen on the pace. Let's see how.
But overall, I think Rajasthan is a very.
plays every game.
But overall, if you look at, it's a very strong squad, Rajasthan Royals.
Let's just have this debate. Ashwin, Kuldeep, Chahal, Kulcha as they say, and Zampa. Whoa.
Yeah, who do they go for?
Who do they go for?
I think
I think the only problem is they don't have depth in the batting.
Chahal plays every game.
Chahal and Ashwin plays.
Ashwin or Chahal and Kuldeep?
Kuldeep
It could be Kuldeep Yadav
is
or
Kuldeep Sen.
Zampa.
I think it's Kuldeep Sen.
Kuldeep Yadav. Maybe Kuldeep Yadav there?
No, Kuldeep Yadav plays for Delhi. Kuldeep Sen is the pacer. He's a domestic. He did really well with Rajasthan last year. So I think Ashwin and Chahal will play as a spinner. Kuldeep Sen and Navdeep Saini, you will pick one. Trent Bolt plays. And then probably if you want to look at Jason Holder as an all-rounder, he plays. You have to pick
Jaiswal
between
opened for them last time, right?
Jaiswal and Butler. 1 down, Sanju Samson. 4 was Ran Parag also played every match. So
There's Padikkal also.
yeah, Padikkal played at 4th and there was So they don't have someone in the middle order. That's why they bought Joe
A
Root.
lot of Indian batting talent.
Yeah, this is good. This is a good team. Okay,
So-
Delhi Capitals. Let's talk Delhi Capitals. Ooh.
Interesting. Yes.
David Warner, captain Prithvi Shaw. I think this is Prithvi Shaw's final chance to impress the Indian team management. I honestly don't think that his talent has anything to do why he's not in their team. There are clearly other issues which we don't know. I mean, it's not being told to us.
People have alluded to that before. Yeah, but he's an explosive batter.
Yeah.
If he goes for it, it's
And
game over.
another player who has something to prove, Sarfaraz Khan.
Yes. He has
Yes.
been like
Does he
scoring
play every
mountains
game?
of runs.
He plays every game.
Middle order, let's see who's there in the middle order.
Okay, Shaw and Warner open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then who plays 3 for Delhi? I think Mitchell,
Mitchell
Marsh
Marsh.
plays 3 for them.
Yeah. And I think Robman Powell will give some Phil Salt. I think he plays because
Manish Pandey.
Manish Pandey.
I think Delhi are great in terms of bowling and all-rounders. The batting, okay, Warner, Shaw,
Yes, Sarfaraz.
Sarfaraz,
Strong.
Mitchell Marsh.
Yash Dhul is the under 19.
Akshar
captain.
Patel plays for them. He
Akshar
plays
Patel,
every
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
This is where Delhi could be, and they've even got the Fizz. They've even
Yes,
got the Fizz.
yes, yes.
They've even
Fizz
got
will
the
probably
Fizz.
play.
Fizz will play. No, but
Chetan Sakari also took
But
over.
so many options. Lungi,
Riley
Healy.
Russo. I'd play Riley Russo in the form he's in.
Yeah, so any South African players.
Yeah.
South African West Indies players are like going into the tournament. They are in the form of their
500,
life,
400 runs per match.
chasing everything.
What do you think of Delhi? I think Delhi will miss Pant for sure.
For sure.
But do they have that explosive batting?
I think the middle order is a concern, major concern. I don't see anyone who can
Who's going to
get
be the
big runs.
enforcer? I think that's what they would expect Sarfaraz to do it. He's done it before. I think Mitchell Marsh is more suited up the order. You want us to wrap? Okay, okay, we have to wrap. Let's quickly go to Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Makram, captain.
Yes,
Good form.
interest-
form.
Yeah.
Rahul Tripathi. But a lot of these players have been old hands. No, Abdul Samad,
Yeah. Again, when I
Abhishek Sharma.
but I think it's difficult to
They're
see
bowling
them.
is sorted, right? Bhuvneshwar opens.
Yeah.
Natrajan.
Umran is there. Natarajan is there as well.
Jansen is also
Mayank
there.
Agarwal has gone there.
Yeah.
Heinrich Klaassen is in form.
He is there. I can only see him as a
difficult
firepower in the batting unit. Apart from that, I do not see any standout T20 player. Of course, Makram and Klaassen, two very good South African players.
Yeah, but also
Can-
wickets when the ball's coming on. What do you do in Adupal, which has traditionally sort of been a slow wicket?
Yeah, Mayank Agarwal has also a
I
slight.
think Mayank opens. Mayank has earned the right to open.
Yeah, Washington Sundar could be an impact player. He always contributes with bat and ball. So I think that even though they're not one of the stronger teams in the IPL, they could cause.
Could be the dark horses.
No, I don't.
Let's see. I mean,
But they have Brian Lara.
yes.
They have Brian Lara as head coach. Okay?
Yeah, I think we've gone through, and obviously we're going to be covering this throughout the
Yeah.
season, so we'll get a better idea in say a week or 10 days time.
The
And of
first
course,
couple of matches
yeah.
go, see the combinations. This is all very speculative. All of us who are talking right now just talking the top of our heads, to be very honest.
Yeah.
Until you see the way teams adapt to these new rules and how they use that. Again, I'm saying the captain's role becomes very important.
Yeah.
And especially what kind of relationship you have with your head coach. Because we knew how Ricky Ponting used to send messages to Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant as well, right?
Yeah.
But I don't see Stephen Fleming sending those messages to Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So your captaincy at that point of time, a lot is going to come down to how you lead your teams.
Exactly. We also have the result of a poll. Who will win IPL 2023? I think we have a lot of RCB fans.
I'm with RCB.
RCB 50%, CSK 17%, KKR 17%, and Punjab Kings 16%. So according to this poll, RCB are.
Can I let you on a secret? You know these fantasy games sometimes I play. I always go for RCB players. For me, every match.
That's why they
Glenn Maxwell, impact player. But Glenn Maxwell could be a very good impact player.
But
he is an impact player.
of course, but you never know which Maxwell is going to turn up.
He was pretty okay last season.
Yeah.
He won them a couple of games.
Yeah, but he's returning from injury. I don't know how he'll fare. But yeah, he's a match winner. He can turn any game on its head. So yeah, let's see.
Yeah. So what do we have on our show at 6:30 p.m. IST?
Arina Sabalenka crashing out, losing to Sorana Cristea. Who saw that coming?
No one.
No one. Also, the other story to look at, important story from a geopolitical point of view, FIFA pulling the Under-20 World Cup out of Indonesia because of protests over the inclusion of Israel. My personal favorite story for today's bulletin, Arsene Wenger and Alex Ferguson being inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
It's sort of all of us who, especially my age, when I was
Of course.
watching football back then, these were the two legendary
2000s.
managers, that famous bus stop which they had, and that.
Probably be unmatched in terms of a manager rivalry.
Yeah. So that and much more on our show at 6:30 p.m. IST. Thanks for tuning in.